UN Copter Coverups for October 26th. At 4:37 p.m., I was sitting on the bed of my truck on the right side of the driveway with my back to Eldorado Park and the tree on the right side of the driveway. The gardeners at 24191 had just shown up, and they were there for 5 minutes, and they were extremely loud. My phone had just run out of storage space, and so I was waiting for some kind of crazy cover-up, because that's when they do their stuff, when I have low storage space, low battery, or there are sounds and distractions. And if there aren't any, they create them, like when they use the police helicopter to distract me from the fighter jet squadron at the end of the street, or when they use the Cessnas to distract me. For instance, I'm recording this on October 29th, and on the morning of October 28th, they sent a large helicopter down the end of my street in similar line to those jets that I was just talking about, and they had a civilian in a Cessna rev the hell out of his plane on my head. It was incredibly loud, so I couldn't even record the sound of the helicopter because it was misty out, so I wasn't able to have visual on my broken phone. And also, an aside, the sound cover-ups are the same. They're out here doing Doppler effects. My phone doesn't even pick it up. That incident, that Cessna was so loud, and I looked at the video again, and it sounds like nothing's happening. And so their starting point of everything is my phone, which is broken and which doesn't prove anything at all compared to anything that it was. The videos that people see of Cessnas are all under 20%, and 20% is the highest, and that's favorable. And it wasn't just sporadic, it was the entire day, all day long. And so back to this copter at 4:37 p.m., once they were here for 5 minutes, a copter approached from behind the two-story house across the street, and it was really loud because it was coming extremely fast. So I'm sitting on the truck, so I'm slightly higher up, and the copter mobbed over the two-story, like from behind the two-story house, it mobbed out over 24171 and around the tree. So it made a really tight left curve around the tree at the two-story house, and then came straight for me. And then I'm on the driveway, and the reason why I talked about the tree in the start of this is because then he went around my driveway and then behind the tree, and then made a slight right and went out into the park. So he avoided me by using the tree, and so he just mobbed over really quick, and it wasn't planned. It was an opportune moment because of the sound of the gardeners and my storage space. So he launched out over 24171 and then went down behind the fireman's house and made a right and went out onto Eldorado Park. And it had a red part on the vertical tail. The top of the copter was red, had a gray stripe, and a black bottom. And there are other variations of that, like the black bottom, the black copter with the red, yellow, and gray stripes that they've used many times. And so, I don't know, I guess they have many variations of the UN Copter cover-ups now, and they even vary the colors and have certain colors that unite different models of helicopters.